Hey everybody, welcome back to Toyota Duo. Today I'm going to be showing you how to adjust the settings and turn on or off your proactive driving assistance. Now, many of you may not know what this is because from the factory it's actually turned off in a lot of cases. I don't really see it turned on when you get off the truck very often. And I'm not sure if a lot of associates are showing you guys how to use this. So today it's going to work on all 5th generation Toyota Prius, so LE all the way up to limited. And today I've got a 25 XLE all-wheel drive that I'm going to be demonstrating it on. So bear with me, this one might take about a minute longer because the proactive driving assist is a pretty intuitive system, pretty complex. So I want to make sure you guys understand how it works and how to turn it on and off. Now currently I have it turned on, so if any of you have seen, again let's zoom in so you can see better. If any of you have seen this little picture on the right side just above your lane tracing assistant, that is your proactive driving assistant. If you don't see that, that means it's turned off. But real quick, let's show you what buttons we're going to be using. On the left side we're going to be using our left, right, up, down, the OK button, as well as our back button here. So, but yeah, let's get started. We'll go over here so you can guys see that a little bit better. Now your proactive driving assistant is going to be the fourth one from the left. So you're going to see right over here, fourth one over to the right there. Now, if you don't know how to get to the screen, to the settings tab, I've got a video down below that you guys can click on and show you how to customize those so you can get to that right there. But anyways, those of you who do know, let's get started. Now, proactive driving assist, I can press on or off by just pressing the OK button on that little tab. So you can see it, press it, turns it off, as well as that goes away. Now, if you want to adjust the settings, you just press and hold OK. Now you can see that we have 4 different settings in here we can play with. The first one is a sensitivity, where least sensitive to most sensitive. That's how it's going to work. So smallest is least, tallest is most sensitive. We're going to put it back in the standard mode. Now if we go down, this first one here is what's called steering assistance. Now this isn't necessarily what you think. It's not part of your lane tracing assist or your lane departure alert. This is a completely different system. It's not even designed to help you steer. What this does for you is, say you're taking a corner and it's relatively sharp, it'll actually adjust the power steering, how much input the power steering is going to do, make it easier or a little bit more dynamic, to kind of assist you going through the turn. It's a pretty interesting system. So it doesn't actively steer for you, but it does adjust how much tension there is in your steering wheel. That typically works, I think it works, 50 miles to 80 miles an hour. Yeah, if you go down, the next one here, this is deceleration assistance. Now the deceleration assistance will help you if, say you're coming up to a turn or there's a vehicle in front of you. If you're not actively pushing on the brake or the gas, it'll apply the brakes gently to slow down a little bit to make sure that you're not going to get too close to the preceding vehicle, or you can take the corner at a safe speed. Now, with that in mind, that only works, again, if you're not actively pushing on the gas or the brake. So that's what that particular system is for. Now, with any of these, if you press the OK button, you can turn those particular settings on or off. Now, the next one is just going to be the third one down. This one, the OAA, is Obstacle Anticipation Assistance. That one is probably one of the coolest out of these 3 settings here for your proactive driving assist, in my opinion. But what this one does is if it sees cars or people or obstacles ahead of you, it can assist you with gently slowing down or gently steering in your respected lane. It's not going to change lanes for you, but it'll help you slow down to make sure that you're not going to hit that. You're going to stay a safe distance away. A good example of that is if you are on the highway and there's a semi-truck that's kind of fishtailing in front of you. It can recognize that and it'll move you over slightly to make sure that you're safe distance. What's really cool in my opinion is say you're up at an intersection on the way to an intersection and there's somebody crossing the street from the left or right side, it'll actually recognize that. So if they're crossing the street and you're not putting your foot on the brake, so you're not slowing down, it can actually sense that and slow down a bit for you. Now keep in mind, these systems here, these will not bring you to a complete stop, so it's going to try and notify you so you can slow down. You'll feel it brake for you. But you can turn all those on and off right here. Me personally, on our Tacoma, we have this because we have Toyota Safety Sensor 3.0. I put it on the lowest sensitivity, especially because I like to coast and get a little bit closer to people when I'm coming up to an intersection. But oh, I'll move that up a little. Didn't realize you guys couldn't see that. But just press OK and you can change the sensitivity. I typically put it on the lowest. Some people have it on the highest, so it just depends on your driving style. But anyways, that's a quick how-to on the proactive driving assistance. Thanks for bearing with me on that one. If you guys have any questions or anything, please give me a comment down below, and be happy to help you out in the next one and answer them as soon as I can. But again, thanks again, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.